Today I am in Rancho Palos Verdes at the Point Vicente Lighthouse. You can see in the background there. I've wanted to visit this for a very long time, but they are only open on the second Saturday of the month from 10 a.m. to noon. So 2 hours once a month, and today is the day. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's almost 10. Let's head over and check it out. Rancho Palos Verdes is in the South Bay, about an hour's drive from my home. The lighthouse is next to Point Vicente Interpretive Center. I did a video on that a couple of years ago. It's a pretty cool area. You could come down here and spend the day exploring the area. But I'm here for the lighthouse. The lighthouse opened on April 14th, 1926. It's been in continuous operation since then. Today, it's completely automated. The lighthouse was built in 1926 because there is an outcropping of rocks into the ocean, and it was needed to warn boaters about, the rocks. I know that's not very eloquent, but that's essentially what it is. It is still an operational lighthouse, but the light comes on from dusk until dawn. The lighthouse itself isn't open for tours, but there's a museum and some other things that I'm excited to see. So let's keep checking it out. When the lighthouse opened, it was fitted with a 5-foot-tall Fresnel lens that was made in Paris in 1886. That lens shone 24 nautical miles offshore for 93 years, from 1926 until it was retired in 2019. It's been replaced by an LED lens that only shines 14 nautical miles. There have been rumors that a ghost haunted the lighthouse, a woman who was looking out to sea waiting for her lover who would never return. But that's not true. Here's what happened. The light from the lighthouse makes a complete 360-degree rotation multiple times, all night long. And after World War II, when the area started being developed with housing, the neighbors would complain that this light is shining in their windows all night long. So the Coast Guard painted the back black so the light wouldn't pass through and the neighbors could get some peace. However, it's very hot up in the tower, and so the paint would chip off. So they would paint it again and again and again. And after multiple years of painting and, multiple places where the paint has chipped, if you had a very active imagination, you could see a woman whose whose body flickered through the back of the light as the light turned around. Finally, some brilliant Coast Guard person said, "Why don't we just put up black contact paper?" So they did. No more ghost, no more repainting. Behind these trees is the former Coast Guard quarters for the servicemen who were stationed here and manned the lighthouse. They would live over here, and then they would just walk across the yard over to this building, and this is where they worked. The lighthouse is now fully automated, so there's no need for anyone to still live here, but this still is Coast Guard property. You can see this group of people over here. They are surrounding a couple of Coast Guard personnel who used to live here and used to actually man the lighthouse. They know so much. So if you have any questions and you're visiting here, you can ask them. Here's a cool sundial. Can't tell the time on a cloudy day like today, though. This is the office where the Coast Guardsmen worked. This was an early taste of work from home. Guardsmen lived and worked here until the lighthouse was fully automated in 1971. The volunteer guardsmen were telling stories of living here and their kids growing up and learning to ride their bikes on the property and how fast they could ride without worrying about cars. It sounded like a great experience. Next to the foreign offices is the museum. It's pretty cool. The museum has only 2 small rooms, but they have packed a lot in here. This is really cool. It's a miniature working light that would turn in a lighthouse. Check this out, a working telegraph system. We've all seen one of these thingies to signal ships at sea. You can't go into the lighthouse, but they do have this blueprint that shows you how the stairs traversed up to get to the light tower. This room shows the films and movie stills from movies where the Coast Guard has been featured in them and where the lighthouse has been featured. This space used to be the antenna tower for Long Beach Radio. Long Beach Radio broadcast from here through several decades in the mid-20th century. I finished filming inside and then I went outside and filmed the closing. But I wanted to get some more B-roll, and look what I found. Well, this is an unexpected treat. I wanted to get some shots of the lighthouse from the opposite side, and I found this trail that walks through all of these flowers. I think these are California goldenrod. I'm not sure, but still a pretty fun thing to find. Here's the view I was trying to get. This is fantastic. But wait, it gets even better. Oh my gosh, there are all these birds that are just swooping around and playing in this area. It's fantastic. One of the things I just love about California is the unexpected beauty you're going to find. The wildflowers, the cliffs, the ocean, the birds. It's just fantastic. I don't know how many times I've said fantastic in this video, but it really is fantastic. Well, this has been such a fun adventure. Seeing the lighthouse was what I came here to do, but the wildflowers, the birds, the ocean, it was like really icing on the cake. If you're interested in seeing the Point Vicente Lighthouse, it's the second Saturday of every month from 10 a.m. until noon. And when you're done, head over to this path on top of the bluff and you will get amazing views too. I hope this helps you find your adventure. Thank you for watching.